What's up, guys? My name is Justin. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are back on Gran Turismo 4 for another car story. Today we are talking about one of the most notable Astons from the late 90s into the early 2000s, and that is the Aston Martin V12 Vanquish. So let's fire it up. Let's get that big V12 rolling, and then we'll talk about it. So once again, we are into another car that, again, is very personal to me from, you guessed it, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2. I promise that there'll be a couple on here left that we have to go that weren't in that game, but for the most part, that is the most notable game of my childhood because it, got me really into cars and into racing and exposed me for the first time to a lot of these incredible supercars of the era that were my childhood growing up. So very, very cool car, very special car. This car was notable for a couple of reasons. It appeared in, Die Another Day, one of the James Bond films, as kind of the main protagonist car. Of course, the car chase with the XKR through the Ice Palace is very notable. But anyways, it's a very special car. Obviously, it was Aston's flagship car from 2000 or 2001 through, I believe, 2004, 2005, until it was replaced by the DB9. So definitely a special car. Obviously a very, very powerful car. This car, I think, had 400 or 450 horsepower when it came out, which was incredible. Obviously nothing compared to the crazy power numbers we see today, but for the era, that was very strong and very fast. The flaw of this car was the gearbox. It had an automatic transmission that just was not reliable. It was not performance oriented. It had a lot of failures, and so nowadays you'll see enthusiasts doing a lot of these cars and swapping them over to manuals. There's, I guess, a company now that does that. I guess the most notable person that's done that is Matt Farah with his. But again, they're still great cars. I'd still definitely consider one. They're Astons, so they're hand-built. They're British cars. They're not going to be the most reliable thing in the world. They're not going to, whenever you want on a random day fire up. You definitely got to make sure the thing is running in good working order. But that's kind of part of the point, kind of the charm of having an Aston, honestly. And you sign up for that when you decide you're going to buy one. So I think it's a really beautiful car. It's a little bit of a styling discrepancy from what the previous DB7 was and what the later DB9, DBS Vantages would become. Obviously, this car is a little bit bulkier just by appearance, a little bit of a unique style. The headlights are very large, very kind of out in your face, as I'm going to drive into a wall trying to look at them there. Very large in your face compared to kind of the sleek headlights that we'd see on other cars of this era. But it still has the traditional Aston grille, whatever the shape is, that they still carry forward to this day. I don't know what it's called or if it has a name even. But it's distinctly Aston, and again, it's in this British racing green here. This dark green is definitely period appropriate and kind of signifies this car. So a very, very cool car, a very special car, and again, something that I have a lot of memories with. I love this car in Hot Pursuit 2. I've seen a couple in real life, and they're just incredible looking cars. Obviously, Aston is a very notable car manufacturer even to this day. And now that they have more racing programs going on and stuff, this car ended up becoming quite notable and quite famous. And obviously, being a Bond car, you can never really take that away. There's nothing cooler than being James Bond. So as someone that looks nothing like James Bond with the skills of James Bond and no chance to ever be James Bond, the car world is my closest shot, and obviously I know a lot more and much more about cars of this era and cool cars and interesting cars than I do about guns or women or anything of the sort. So yeah, very, very cool, very special car to me personally, and again, it's something that I definitely have been a big fan of for a very long time as we finally get a lap semi-correctly there. So we'll go sub 47, thankfully, as I forget about it then. Forget about the first corner as I'm looking at the lap timer. But yeah, definitely a special, a unique car, and something that I find very, very cool. So let me know down below in the comments if you like this Aston or not. Again, a lot of people love the DB9, DBS Vantage especially, the DB7 before this. A lot of people like those era cars, and this car sometimes kind of gets pushed under the radar and forgotten. So let me know what you think. Let me know how you feel about it. If you like this car, hate this car. Again, if you played kind of Need for Speed games, or I'm sure, again, other games of the era where this car would have been present. If you've ever seen this car in person, what you think of it in person. I'd love to hear all that. So I appreciate you all so very much. Make sure you drop that like, sub down below if you're enjoying these. I hope the GT4 car stories are still entertaining. I'm still loving making them. I got, again, a handful to go. We're down to the last couple for sure, but we're getting there. So it's been a lot of fun to record these and, again, get to talk about cool cars that are very special to me personally and special just in general. So I appreciate you all so very much. I don't want you to miss anything else coming up from Gran Turismo 4 car stories, iRacing, Camaro content, track day content, other racing games, anything else I may do, as always. But I'm still very thankful and appreciative for all of you, and I hope you're still having a good one with these and enjoying your great day. So that's going to be it from me. Appreciate you all so much. Until next time, though, as always, bye.